right, who would have guessed it? And look who we got next to us, Mr. Cutler himself in the flesh.
It's good, man. We talked about this for a minute since we had the video about the women.
Yeah, right.
I said
TikTok
I wanted
clip.
to always train with Sam, but I'm not a guy that would ever ask. I mean, is that weird that I said I want to train with you? Or
I think it's probably mutual, cross generation. Either way, what do you think? It's a chest.
chest day? It's your day, man. We
Get
talked a little bit about the chest. You know, it was one of my weaker body parts in the beginning. And I always, I had really dominant shoulders. So I had to learn how to really contract and really squeeze it. And the one thing I always try to preach is, like, it's not always about the weight. And I think I told you that, even about your body weight, right? So it's about really just, getting the feel of the movements, mind to muscle connection. I know it's harder for some of the new guys to understand that, but like you said, you learn.
That was like a serious eureka moment. I'm in the basement gym, mirror, incline bench. One set I was pushing with my hands, and then the next one, like, it actually clicks. My chest was working. But I'm even trying to work on that today.
Yeah, so we almost like you press from the bottom up to really watch your chest rise. And some people, they don't have the mass there, but I mean, you have the chest development now. So I think you can actually watch, visually the muscle actually contract now. Like you can see it in my shirt, rising.
There was some kind of clip. I remember you saying something where when you press, you tuck your chin.
I do,
and you could feel.
And you know what's funny?
Effects.
When Hani trained me, because I worked with Chris Aceto, who taught me as a teenager, and then Hani took over training, and he's like, don't tuck your chin, keep your chest out. But for some reason, that it's a comfort level for me to tuck the chin. So when we talk about wrong and right moves, I don't know if there are wrong and rights. It's everyone is individual what they do.
It's like it works or it doesn't work.
It does.
And like for some guys, I could see somebody where flat bench wrecks their shoulders. I mean, I say this all the time, and I'm referencing the same guy every time. He'll tell me, oh, my shoulders are wrecked, I can't bench. And he's loading 2 plates onto the bench as he's saying that. It's like, dude, maybe stick to some kind of machine or something that's not tweaking it. But let's get some warming up done and pick movement number 1. The more things change, the more they stay the same. So just like with Urs, thinking incline hammer first. What kind of jumps do you go?
I start with 2 plates, and then I'll go to 3, and that's about my limit. But you tell me what you're gonna go. But I usually warm up with 2.
Yeah, that's about
aside.
Right. That's about right.
Some people start with 1, but
yeah. You ever care that these 2 plates are different?
No, they're all the same.
Doesn't bother you? I've got a little more OCD there.
I just keep the seat really low on these.
Yeah.
So I like a lower seat rather than a higher seat. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, jump in there. You could have the same machine doing more decline or incline. If you just scoot the seat up or down. Let me guess, 12 repetitions?
How'd you guess? This might be a little more, actually.
Yeah. No, we're still warming up.
So I'll do 2 sets like this, and then I'll usually go into the working sets, at least 3 working sets. So this is more of a feel set, just getting the blood in there.
Yeah. I end up, I don't know if I end up doing feeler sets. Like I'll do.
I hate the term warm up because when it's 150 degrees in Vegas, right. I'm warm, right?
I think I almost say feeler reps. Like I might do like if I already warmed up with the cables, I might do like 3 and then say, okay, I can handle 2 plates. Everything feels good. Let's move on.
So you don't really care, okay?
Yeah. But it's like I got to ease into it from.
But I get a grip position because I like a little see how you're going wider. I'm basically in the middle of that handle.
Gotcha.
The whole thing is chest out, right? We talked about. Yep, there you go. Contraction. Boom. How's that feel? Good?
Yep.
Is that seat a good height, or is it?
That's about right.
See, like you said, you can kind of scoot your body down, too. You have to create that arch, right?
Yeah. Well, me sitting like this, I'd say reverse a year.
You were straight.
Like this lean forward, like hunched, that's definitely changed.
All right, well, I'm gonna do one set of this weight again.
Yeah, go for it.
Good.
Probably 4 is about the limit. That'll be heavy enough, but not so heavy I'm going to rip something.
It's like Dorian Yates shit, bro.
Well, the working set will be more like 15 or something. But like easing into it, it's almost like I want to conserve energy.
Is that what you try to think?
Because it's like,
So how many? No, go ahead, bro.
over there.
How many all out?
Usually it's about 7, sometimes 6. Like if I did
So if you do 4 plates, what do you? How many sets are you thinking with the 4 plates?
probably 2. Or if after that first set, I might have to drop it to 3 and a 25. But it's rare I do 4 sets on one machine. Oh yeah, come on. Get
See,
in.
this is still pretty light for me, to be honest, bro. But I just don't
Yeah,
usually go that heavy, right?
yeah, why push it? I just had that yesterday with legs. I'm doing leg press. I'm like, I feel really good right now. My knees feel good. But a week ago they were feeling a little tender. So it's like, okay, rather than just immediately go all out out of nowhere, let's just back off a little.
Yeah, of course. So that's
it's like-
that's you have to have that
Like,
instinctive
I've
attitude.
never been hurt when I felt off. Because if I felt off, that was the signal to say back off. It's always when
You got to
feel-
listen to your body, bro.
Yeah, it's like every time I feel the best, I'm like, oh, I should push it 2 levels further than normal. And then I'm like in the danger zone.
Good, come on. Come on, come on. Up.
Oh yeah. That was good.
How many? We count?
I lost it at like 10.
I did too. We don't care.
It's probably 13 or something.
I'm gonna do one more of this
Yeah.
3.
Sometimes I try not to count.
It's better because you're just listening to what
If you got a number in your mind, you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
no.
10. You hit 10, it's like, oh, I did it.
that's why I always like you made that joke about the 12 reps. I just use it as a common number. I tried not to do more than 12, if that makes sense.
Nice.
8 to 12 is always my.
It's like a
goal.
range of enough weight, but not too light. Anyway, come on. Oh, yeah.
For your sets.
It's probably 2 minutes, minute and a half. If I'm feeling antsy, maybe a minute. Like triceps, or no, like side laterals. That could be a minute. Because I'm not going so heavy. It's like 30 pounds and burning. But like something like this, a really heavy one, probably 2-3 minutes. Enough time to just feel my heart get back to normal. I'm not huffing. And I feel like I can do the same weight for at least 80% ish of that same set. But I mean, sometimes if I felt like that was heavier than expected, I'd drop this to 3 and a 25.
How'd it feel?
Oh, I got one more. But yeah, probably just. I mean, I'd probably just do the 2 sets here, and then move on. Like I'll do 3 sometimes, but
If you think it's enough, like you said, you said you're feeling good with it.
yeah, because it's like I want to do enough, but there's no point in doing too much. So I'm trying to find that line.
All right, let's go. Come on. Up. That little peak, that little peak, that little peak. Good. Come on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's probably too heavy.
No, it's,
With the assisted reps, that was 8. But if that was
but
just,
it was just a little bit of this.
yeah, that's what I'm. It's hard not to utilize it because I'm like fighting my.
You know what's happening?
instinct.
This is what happens when you start to struggle. We talk about that, right? That's where the weight. Remember when you were talking about the tricep press downs?
Yep. Yeah.
That's,
Exactly. I'm trying to fight it, but it's like it's easy on the first 3 because okay, this weight is moving. But yeah, it's hard to fight.
that's what I learned training with people. And listen, I never really had training partners.
Yeah.
But when I did, it always helps to get through that little peak, right? To keep, once you start bringing the triceps and the shoulders, how much you benefiting in that one area,
Right.
right?
Would you finish all your pressing first?
No, I go,
Go
I
back and
sometimes I, what I always talked about, and not to say that I followed this to the extreme,
Yeah.
pump, stretch, pump, stretch. That's kind of how I guide it. So if now I kind of do like some sort of a fly, open up more tissue, more blood flow, since I already got some blood in there, stretch those fibers, get some more, and then pump. But you take it to what you're doing, what your normal range is.
Oh no, I'll follow some of that. Are you more cable fly or pec deck?
We can do a cable fly. I'm trying to think.
That'd be cool with some cable.
Okay.
If we can find one.
Yep.
Have any?
You like this handle?
that one?
No, that.
I was about to say, do the fat grips apply to the cables too? I'd probably grab the thinner one.
There's probably some floating around here somewhere. Hey, you doing a single arm or you're going to do both?
I was thinking both.
Huh?
Yeah, both arms. Yeah.
Both, right? You want to go low? You want to go high?
I'd maybe
What do you like?
maybe do a 17.
Is that all, you see the 17 or?
Yeah, that's it. 'Cause
Huh?
Yeah, that's the right height. Because sometimes I feel like, okay, I just did an incline upper chest movement. Now I might make this more of a decline fly. And then almost going back and forth. Because like with back, I might do lats and then traps and then lats, like alternating between pull downs and rows. Similar with chest.
Same thing, chest out. You know what's crazy is that, when I do videos and I talk about the movements, sometimes it's hard for me to explain because I think we talked about this. You just do it, right? So it's sometimes you don't think about it because this is the way you learned.
Yeah, like some
So when you try to explain to your viewers, sometimes it's a little difficult because, like, there's certain body positions. Like I just did it like this. I've done it like this, like this. I want to see how you're going to do this one. Yeah.
So I was about to say, this is kind of like the same as the style Urs was telling me. Because usually I just stand right in the middle, but I think I've been cutting my stretched position short. Because if I'm right here holding the weight,
It doesn't give you as much, right?
I can hold this forever because all the force is just going through my bones.
Yeah.
If I take a few steps forward, it's pulling my chest back.
Did you notice when I stepped forward?
Yeah. So maybe did Urs steal that from you when you guys worked out
I don't
together?
think I don't know if we did chest.
Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, so
We did legs. I know that. Maybe we did chest. We did shoulders. I think actually. Good stretch. Good. Yep. So your whole focus is shoulders. Keep the shoulders out of it. So keep that chest high and forward, and that's what you're doing, bro. You're hitting it just right. Come on.
I'd probably end up just doing one more of these and then jump.
Well, you went up and weight.
I
You
don't
went
have a
pretty
touch,
heavy.
but I probably won't want to go any heavier than that. This next one I should go a little lighter. Oh yeah, come on. Burn them out, last couple. Yeah.
70, right? You were at 80 last time.
Yeah, 70 would be good. Do you like getting yelled at? Like if
No,
you're really in a set?
No, because I never trained with a partner.
Yeah, it was when I was working out with Urs,
He yelled.
it was Urs is yelling. I'm
Come on,
sitting there
bro.
watching
Come on,
him,
bro.
and all the it's like, dude, Sam, what the? Urs is yelling at you during a set. You're not saying anything. It's like, I think subconsciously, I almost want the set to speak for itself.
Well, you know what it is? You're yelling at yourself inside, right? Because listen, man, I've watched a lot of your stuff, and like you said, you're in this place by yourself. Who's yelling at you?
Right, you get in your
Who's
own zone.
motivating you? How hard do you work when the room is empty? Because there's a lot of empty rooms when you're training, right?
I mean, I feel like so many guys' introduction is like a football weight room or a wrestling room, and those videos, like the energy is insane. 30 dudes screaming at you. I feel like it's got to be hard to go from that to just you.
Dude, I trained at home for years. I built a home gym, and I trained when I won my pro card in '96. So I built a home gym. It was 2,000 feet. I had all the best equipment, and I literally trained at home. So when people say, are you unmotivated to train at your home or train where there's no atmosphere? I wouldn't even, if you asked me what the music was, I have no idea. I never heard the music ever in the gym because people are like, man, the music sucks in here. I'm like, what music? I didn't hear it. I just had tunnel vision. When you listen to my videos, I was so locked in. All I thought about was what I went through my head 100 times. I knew exactly when I went in the gym and what I was going to do.
Yeah, dude. I'll usually have the headphones going, but it's like it's. I see some guys talk about it like the music's a crutch. They're like, well, what if I don't have my music?
I mean, it's cool to go to like when you're on the way to the gym and you got the music blared up, which you're not doing because you're talking on the way to the gym, right? But
yeah, so more of a. I like it on a set. Mid set, I need it going.
turn
I
it,
like it.
put the headset on and you go, right? I mean,
But in between, you're just breathing.
that's it now. Good contraction. Good. Yes, sir. Yeah. Good.
Okay. All right.
That's a good burn.
Yeah, I like that because you can you same weight, but just by changing it from a fly to a little press, you can do a few extra.
Let me ask you this though. So you started at 80. So is this a common weight at your gym that you usually use?
Yeah.
So
for
does
something
this
like
stack
this.
feel different from the one you normally use?
Well, well, let me think about it. Do you think is this one heavier?
Yeah. Because I feel like depending on what gym you train at, some are heavier than others, right?
It's got to be close. Yeah, I
80
think
at
it's
certain
close.
gyms is not the same 80 at other gyms, right? I always said that Gold's Gym Venice has the lighter weights.
Really? You gotta. Well, yeah, what is it? Two here.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think? I'd probably go back to some sort of press.
Yep.
How? Where's the? What kind of Nautilus one?
In the back. Let's go back there.
Color to make the gym though.
Yeah. It's a little different. With your place,
Yeah, because I'm like
what are you thinking?
the white and black is so stormtrooper.
Yeah.
But you know.
Nautilus or that selectorized piece.
Ooh.
This is good. So if you want, this is pretty decent after. That's
That
like a
No, probably would be pretty good after. Let me.
this one's pretty decent because you have some different handles here, you know.
Yeah. Let me do a feeler here. See what it's like. Because sometimes I get a lot of front delts, even if I'm like really.
Let's see how it feels. This handle's pretty good too for that. A little different.
Oh yeah, that's something.
So you're gonna get a lot of the upper chest on this.
Yeah, this I might.
Is this a further enough back for you? It's
Yeah,
one
I think
click
this
from the
is
bottom.
That's the sweet spot. I think.
Okay, let's I'll start these. So let's put a plate on.
I think two is good for this.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think you'll do more, but
Plus that higher grip's a little heavier. Not as much leverage.
it's about constant tension. You see how this feels? It might still be a little light for you. Let's see.
I'll feel this one more time. Nice and secluded back here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Plate, right?
Yeah. Okay. No, this is we're within the realm of normalcy. Now, fast forward a few months when instead of 150 grams of carbs a day, I mean like 800.
Is that an average usually 800 carbs?
Well, that'd be like get deep into a bulk.
Did you ever hear about my 1,000 carb pre-contest diet days?
Not specifically.
Yeah.
How long is that for?
I dieted, dude. First Arnold victory, 10 weeks, 1,000 carbs a day. Then your whole job becomes eating.
Yep.
No cardio, double session training. Back in my era, it was training twice a day.
Yeah, I was on a 2-a-day kick because I had just read something or watched something where it was like, okay, your window of muscle protein synthesis is 48 hours. So I heard that, I stuck with it. I said, okay, if it's 48 hours, I should hit a muscle, rest a day, hit it again. Because now it's been 48 hours.
Okay.
So I had a limb day and a torso day. So limb day, I do legs in the morning, arms at night. Torso day, I do back in the morning, chest at night.
Okay.
I did that for like 3 months. I think I don't even like I was bulking like in quotes. Like I was just eating
Yeah.
when I'm hungry. So like it's not like I shrunk, but
It does burn a lot more calories.
Yeah. Definitely more active.
Yeah, so I did if I did legs together, I'd do hamstrings in the morning, 5 hours later do quads.
I think
And then I would do I split arm training then, so I did like chest in the morning and biceps at night. And then I would do shoulders and triceps. So I would do the split that way.
I get curious about splitting up legs because if I'm bulking up and I got a quad only day,
Yeah.
like so much energy. But then it's where do I put hamstrings?
Well, a lot of
Like if
people
I do
put it.
hamstrings with triceps or with
Yeah, but a
arms,
lot of people do it that way, which to me is awkward, but it works for a lot of people.
yeah, that might be good. But who you first or me first?
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
All right, let's go now. Better, right?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Squeeze. Good. You do some partials, bro. Come on. Good.
Okay. That was good. Honestly, a 25 might have been okay.
Was it heavier than what you thought?
That was
I want to
maybe
try this.
that might have been a little lighter than what I thought actually. But we got a few extra minutes of rest talking about legs. Or well, an extra minute. I might just do a drop set for the next one. Right.
You know what the crazy thing is, though, is at my age, still no pain.
Hmm.
No shoulder pain, no elbow pain, no knee pain.
I'm trying to get better at that. My rate of injury has decreased drastically.
Because of why?
I think it's because of all the feedback of hearing everybody say, you're going way too fucking heavy. And it's like, sometimes I'm just doing a set of 12 with 3 plates. I'm like, that's a pretty reasonable weight. And I'll still get it. But just from hearing everybody, like, it creeps in your mind enough where you hear it and you're like, okay, might be onto something here. Back off a little, warm up a little more. Like with chest, I couldn't pinpoint the last time I had a crunchy shoulder because of all that cable stuff. Like,
How does your chest feel right now?
oh, I'm getting
Pumped?
Yeah.
So
Right.
with this weight, what do you want to go with?
Oh, I'm gonna
Same?
no. Let's do one more plate, but it'll be a drop set.
So you want to do a full plate?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, full plate, and then we'll drop it after I fail with this.
So after 7, probably.
That's the guess. Let's see if I can beat it.
Take your time now. Pace yourself. I had to say that because, Okay, let's go now. Come on. Come on.
Okay, that's good.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Thank you.
All right, easy work now. Some partials in there. Good, good.
Okay. Subjectively, I feel like just one set of flies would be enough to finish at this point.
Yeah, so I always talk about like if I trained to failure, I was a crazy volume trainer. 20 sets per body part, including biceps, triceps. But I never trained to failure. If I told you in my career, I very rarely ever went to failure, if ever, you won't find many videos of me online training to failure.
Yeah, I don't know who. I remember seeing this clip of I think it was this Korean guy or something. He's doing legs, trunks, like absolutely, 10 rep sets, totally had like 5 left. So I do think about that. It's like,
Everyone is different but I think you have to choose one. So if you're going to do crazy volume, you can't train to
yeah, you
absolute
ease
failure
back.
like this. But if you're going to train to failure, you can't do the crazy volume, right? So
Yeah, it's like an area under the curve. If you do 10 sets, or if you
you
do 6 sets, they got to be extra intense. So you're reaching this average threshold. But if you back off a little and you do more, that workload is
but
still
you
equal.
train a lot like Urs. When I train with Urs, a lot of the sets were to failure like that.
Yeah.
And I never preferred doing necessarily drop sets as much, although I did, don't get me wrong, but remember, I didn't have a training partner a lot of the time. So I don't know how you're handling your drop sets now if you're training by yourself in the gym.
More
You
with,
still do, you get off and change yourself?
well, I'd usually do drop sets with cable stacks.
Okay.
It's just a quick turn
Little
down.
easier, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I think that pec deck will probably be
You want
it.
to try this one?
Yeah, I like these.
So what's nice about this piece is this is the platform goes up and down. So, no matter what your height is, the platform's there. So I usually prefer this because it's a different piece. I didn't have this in my heyday.
Yeah.
So you notice I'll still kind of keep my head up, right? And squeeze that chest.
I'm not so concerned about a little bit of shoulder hunching on something this declined because your front delts just don't get much activation at all. Like they're working to raise your arms upward. So sometimes when I do these decline flies, I end up crabbing it a little more than maybe I would like to. Go a little heftier.
He always says that. He said that the whole time with me. I'm going to go a little heavier.
I never overestimate. Oh shit. Jared Feather right there.
Are you signing the wall?
I don't know. It looks like these are all IFBB pros. Maybe we'll save it for later. Optimistically. Yeah. We'll come
No,
back.
these aren't.
I gotta raise this up. Get one more. Yeah, I think this will be a working set.
Good now. Feel that now, outer lower, right? Good.
Yeah, I think that's about enough. I think 7 sets has been my number the
See if I
last
can
few
do
months.
this weight.
Last one. We're back in 2002.
I didn't count.
It was a good set. That's what that was. Don't matter about no damn rep numbers. You think posing room or
Do whatever you want. Here, you can do anywhere.
let's see how it looks.
That was good.
You should ask him.
Hmm.
I love to hear what I've learned about Sam today more than anything is that it's very instinctive, right? He's just taking it by like whatever rolls. Like every day is going to be different. You may think that you're going to go in and feel a certain way or feel a movement. Some of those days, I can't tell you how many times I drove to the gym, got to the gym training for Olympia. This isn't the day. And I turned around and left.
Yeah.
Do you ever have those days?
It's rare.
Yeah.
I think I'm setting myself up for success in a way because I think even the days where I feel like shit, I reroute it and I'm like, okay, it's good that it's hard. It's good I didn't sleep less. Like totally
Yeah.
stupid. Like totally should have just, but there's a certain value in having the ability to do that.
Yeah.
Because I think you could look at two guys where they say, okay, I'm a little under recovered. I should probably take a rest day today. And they stay home. That's one. Like he's saying objectively, it's better if I stay home, recover, I can come back tomorrow and train harder. But the same situation could be, I don't feel like it. Let's do a rest day. Like that guy wouldn't even want to go. So it's like, I almost think it's better when guys take it too far and then they back off.
Do you have a day off?
I'm probably gonna have to add some. Like I'm feeling
I train 7 days right now, but not when I was training full capacity. I found like 3 on, 1 off,
yeah.
2 on, 1 off schedule. I actually followed that routine, which is odd, but 5 total days in the week, but 3 straight, train 2 more days, then take a day off.
Yeah. I think I'm starting to feel the need to reduce my quad volume or reduce the quad intensity. And it's like when I'm bulking up, my legs end up being the biggest, or I can see that they're like making faster developments. Like it's slow no matter what, but I can still notice it with heavier pressing stuff. Like I'm doing a lot more leg press, but if I do 3 good sets of leg press, 2 sets of Smith squat or something, like my legs are still sore that next leg day.
Yeah.
So I think I might have to back off quad wise. And same thing dieting down. Like if I do 2, like even just 2 weeks ago, I did like 3 leg days in a row, like in the routine where heavy leg press, heavy leg press. That 4th came around, I'm like,
Can't do that.
I shouldn't even do quads right now. I can still feel them like I'm accruing too much fatigue. So I mean, you take food out of the equation, not eating so many carbs, everything.
Yeah.
I might have to back off a little, but not anti-rest day. Like I don't like the idea of taking it unless you know you need it. You know, it's like the guy saying, well, 20 minutes of cardio is actually better than an hour, but he would never do that hour.
Mhm.
Like the guy who tried it and said, okay, this is too much. He's got a different value system. Like I'll see a lot of power lifter guys almost making fun of younger dudes, like new to the gym.
Mhm.
And they're saying, I don't squat because it's not optimal. The fatigue to stimulus ratio, it's not there. But the kid's never squatted before.
Yeah,
Like
true.
it's different for the guy who's squatted 600 to say that because he has a deeper understanding of it. Like there's a difference between like lifting knowledge and like lifting wisdom almost. So I think I've been on the return from going too much, too heavy, too frequently to easing back to, I think, more optimal.
Well, remember, if
routine.
you're going into some sort of a deeper prep with low carbs,
Yeah.
you're going to uncharted territory that you've never been in before.
Exactly right. It's like it wouldn't make any sense to do everything exactly the same if my food has more
Drastically.
than halved from what it used to be.
Mhm.
Well, let's find some lighting. Our pumps are deflating. Go for it. So, okay, chest complete. And then the plan is this would be about 10 weeks out or so. So you tell me what's jumping out at you.
Good. Good. Good.
Oh, it's hard holding those.
That's why, you know what we'd practice?
Yeah.
10. Count to 10.
Is that post lift or?
And, you know, and then every pose, right? 10.
Yeah. So I've been,
Squeeze.
I feel like I'm in,
That's going to condition you.
the way I've been doing is I always have an extra squeeze.
Yep.
Because I'm aiming for
Your
2
your
seconds.
condition's decent. Okay, good. I mean, you're not in any kind of oh my gosh, like being
Yeah.
10 weeks out, but yeah, you need to definitely, start turning it up a little bit, if the show's in 10, if it's a 10-week, you know what I mean? I mean, you're lean. Just getting some sort of a sequence. I mean, the body looks good. I mean, your back's your best body part, right? Yeah, do that little so you can see yeah, that's great. Good. So you're gonna tip the biceps. Good tip the biceps. Yeah, like that. There you go. See, that's what you're going to have to see. So when you do this, you're gonna have to learn the breathing to
Right.
really, because listen, round after round, they're gonna torch you depending on how close it is. Obviously you don't want to make it. That's why conditioning factor. You have enough mass,
Yeah, it's about showing it off.
but it's about conditioning. Like you have the ability, like you have the fibers, like the shoulders and the side. You see all the striations. Make sure this is, you know what I mean? Just get that crazy. Really, like, remember your abs in all the poses, especially, they have to be, yes, like, see all this when you hit it, but you shouldn't have to work. See, breathe. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. So this is where you have to start conditioning the posing now, because posing every day is going to give you that conditioning. So I know you're going to, but you got to start holding these poses longer than what just showing off of the camera and the fans, right? So it's just, you got to have, this is where you could come in, your pose, like you have, what is it? Front lat spread,
For relax.
side, chest, and back double, right? Yeah. So though you don't have as many as a real bodybuilding, but remember, if the leg's going to be in there, all that it needs to be everything.
It's a combination of tightness.
Yes. And that midsection, dude, is classic. That tight midsection, right? That's one thing. If you ever look at a lot of my stuff, dude, at my midsection, I always had crazy midsection, right? Always flat, because I practiced holding it in, right? And just really, you almost have to, we talk about all the time, you suck to your spine.
Yeah.
Because when you suck to your spine right there, you just look at that, dude. It's going to bring in all those intercostals, everything. And it's going to make your upper torso look bigger, right? Posing is going to be your biggest key to your success. And that means practice. Because listen, we love the training. The posing's a motherfucker.
Yeah, right. The posing practice is definitely subpar compared to.
So, like, instead of going through it, you got to just, like, so I would go through the quarter turns 3 times each time, 10. I would do that three times. So that's 7 poses, right? We have 7 or 8. Like, I mean, we have abs and thighs. We have, side tricep, which you guys don't have, which I hope they open up, give you guys more opportunity to do that,
They don't have side tricep?
Do they have side? No, right? They do it. You guys are all going to do it in your posing routine. I think you should do all the poses because you have the physique to do all. I mean, dude, everything, right? What they have abs and thighs.
For a while I thought it was like kind of.
Well, what's your
vacuum in here.
signature? What is your signature on your clothing?
Oh, that's I think that's something along these lines.
Yeah.
Oh no, the clothing's just a lat spread.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of the username like profile.
Yeah,
photos,
that's what I thought. There's some. Okay.
He
I mean,
might
your
be good
signature.
doing the Arnold twisting back because he's got such low lats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a lot of those.
Super low lats.
I mean, you could do a lot, bro. Just open this stuff up, I mean, just, yeah. Once you're conditioned too, I mean, because they're gonna ask you your favorite posing, favorite,
10 minutes.
Yeah, your favorite classic pose.
yeah.
Yeah. Then that's I feel like that's almost half. Maybe think about who's next to you. Because like if the guy's next to you,
Well, I
loves
mean,
the same
like,
twisting
what's
move.
Bumstead's favorite one? He does that
He always does that one, yeah.
because it's like he's so
this one?
wide,
He
and
does the
I
twisting back
feel
a
like you
lot.
have the width.
I thought he did something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does this and like
Arnold,
Yep.
the suction,
he's
right?
got the
Yeah.
tiny midsection.
Yeah, he sucks it in. Let's see. Yeah, what else?
Yeah, I mean, dude, if you just when you get home, bro, it's time to rock and roll. You're not traveling much now, right?
I don't know. It's pretty much nothing.
But
I was going through those
you're not
phases.
doing any
It's
cardio
almost
now?
like a cardio session.
Hey, you're not doing any cardio now?
No, I cardio every morning, 35
How?
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
like
I thought you were doing nothing. I was
Nah,
like,
the
okay,
cardio forever,
that's pretty
that's-
good for just training and whatever.
yeah. No, there's cardio.
Your
involved.
back is lean. Like,
Yeah, I was surprised myself
What-
after the last back day when I saw my reflection
yeah.
with all the what do you call that? Your erectors, your
Yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
tree.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's what's getting me amped up for.
But
lazy.
you know what it is now? It's just getting in the rhythm. So it's like more consistency to your program.
Yeah.
And you can, you'll dial right in, dude. All this is ready. Just tight. All you got to tighten up is just the midsection and obviously the back's there, but
Gotcha. Well,
it's crazy because your midsection's, his lower back's leaner than his midsection is.
yeah,
You
you think
have
so?
like, you have like
Yeah.
ridiculously long backs.
Like, we don't get this shit till the very end. Like, it's always,
it already.
I held it here,
Yeah. Well,
and I was always
feel like I got a
lean
good
in my
shot.
midsection, but your shit right now is,
Got it
I mean,
backwards.
you can see it,
Christmas
right? I
tree's
mean, look at
better than
it.
Some guys on stage right now.
Look at it, bro. Yeah, I mean, look at that.
That's better than some guys on stage.
Yeah,
If you just pull water.
right? Is that what he was seeing, or? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
That would have been it. Yeah, well, sounds like I got
And
some
then-
tips from
I mean, look at
what do
the
you-
like.
yeah.
He's got the crazy pecs,
That's a hell of a starting point.
Yeah.
So,
I know, but he's been going. What I'm saying is like, hey, get on this is your now you go home and it's like, right, more sequence, because this is a countdown, bro. You get to 6 weeks down, like you're in the zone. There's no world at that point, You're practicing at that point.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, gotta
Those
start clocking it
poses.
in.
Posing, You're in charge of the posing. Take them through the rounds. Like I said, 3 rounds,
3 rounds of
10
3 rounds of everything.
seconds hold.
count
And then
everyone.
in that way you can when you see this and you can do like the positioning. Okay, does it look better here? Does it look better with a little because as the condition comes and more is going to show, you're going to be able to show the serratus and all that, right? The pecs, there's going to be more striations here. Obviously you've got the crazy striations in the shoulders, so sometimes you might want to show that off, like, in different poses, like the Arnold pose is good too. You could look good in all those poses.
I feel like I like doing a lot of this one.
Yeah, I mean, look at how full your chest is. I mean, see the midsection? See when all this gets tightened up, bro? Like, see all this? That's going to be...
Well, I gotta
You training abs?
Yeah, sometimes.
Are you going to?
I'll add it in. I just did it after cardio like
Okay.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like 8 sets.
Yep.
Cable
Crunches
crunches.
and stuff, yeah.
So I'll end up adding more. Yeah, I gotta have you text me some kind of little routine list for me to follow.
Whatever you
That'd be
need, bro.
perfect.
Whatever you need, man.
Yeah, well,
It's your time.
training with the best.
Your
and that's for
time.
anything more.
You have a whole... you're going to motivate a lot of people, so I'm happy to know that there's going to be a stage at the end of this, so...
Yeah, no, of course, it's always been the plan, but like, why rush?
Yeah, but no one, it was a big question. No one knew, right? I mean, did you know before
It's-
today?
Even after this,
I think
it's
we talked about it, but never like,
yes.
I'm doing it.
Even after this, it'll still be okay. Maybe he would.
You
It's
know
like,
who,
you can't say what you're
every
gonna do.
promoter in the U.S. is going to be looking for him to come to the show.
Maybe
I've
I've wait
seen
till
a-
April.
Yeah, wait a little longer.
Yeah, he's not going to
Maybe
wait that
something.
long. He's got things to do. I
He's
know,
got a
I
pro-
know,
he's got
I
a
know
pro
where,
card March.
I know where his mind is going. I'm not saying shit, but
Well, we'll just have to see what happens. Anybody can talk the talk. You got to show off, see what kind of results you can actually make happen. Yeah, this is
hopefully people will comment on their thoughts on that.
this is a highlight of our friggin'
Right.
month.
That's great.
Keep crushing, okay? You look great.
Appreciate it.
Bring it home, man.
So, just wait for it. We'll see some more updates as time passes. Be my first time below 220 in years.
I know that was like me when I dieted down. I hadn't been that light since I was 16 years old,
Well, sweet. Think we're all done. Let's go back to making sure we don't overeat and get our cardio going. You do your cardio today?
I did this morning. I do fasted in the morning.
Yeah, me too.
I do it more for my mind than I do for my body, but
I got a little gym at the apartment.
Mhm.
sometimes I don't even like going. I'd rather go to the real one. But then I'm like, okay, I'm wasting 40 minutes driving here.
Sometimes it's a mental thing, you know. It's I always talk about the meditation that we get from training and cardio, and sometimes those rides. Were you talking on the way to the cardio? Oh, okay, so you weren't in meditation then.
Well, sometimes it'll depend. Like if I wasn't going to record that workout,
Yeah.
I might just record the cardio. They hate it though. They a full video only talking about cardio, but you got to hear it. You know, that's never going to end.
It's good, man.
But yeah, well, let's go eat something.